Having meltdowns suck massively. And I would know because I had a meltdown just before we put this camera on, and the reason I had that meltdown is because I wanted to do a blog giving advice about meltdowns. So it's quite ironic, but there you go. When I say meltdown, I mean basically it's something that people on the autistic spectrum have when they become overloaded or frustrated, and because we struggle with social, emotional and communication difficulties, if we do get upset or agitated, it's difficult for us to regulate that emotion, and then we can just explode. I just wanted to clarify some behaviours which may, some of you may think are meltdown behaviours, but just dead quick they're not. So if you ever have a child who likes to spin and stare and just kind of stim and zone out, this isn't a meltdown, this is a shutdown behaviour. This is them literally trying to block out the noise, the light, and unfortunately you. This isn't a meltdown. This is what you may do when you come out of a meltdown, or you may do it before you have a meltdown because you're really just trying to ignore everything around you. Block out all your other stimuli. What happens when you have a meltdown is your heart races, and you kind of maybe sweat and you get a bit red, and you'll stim and hum, like maybe tap. So what causes meltdowns? Well, everybody is different. And there are many different things that can cause someone with autism to have a meltdown. Let's put my glasses back on. Sorry, because I go cockeyed without them. Autistic meltdowns can be triggered by a variety of stimuli. Some of mine are lights flashing in my eyes, really loud noises like hoovers, and just really irritating noises like the toys. It's not that they're irritating, is that sometimes I just can't shut them out. Just want to stop. So I close my eyes. I'm blocking out the world around me. Was there anything else I wanted to use as a trigger? Because there's so many. I've just zoned out for 1 second. I just need to I'm looking at my notes and nothing's going in. So just give me 1 sec. I'm too panicky. I can't do it.
Okay.
But I know it just needs to flow, and I can't remember the point I was saying before because I keep getting nervous, and then this is mental fog. I don't know if we're going to keep any of this in, but this is mental fog where the emotion part is taking over me, so I can't think what I want to say next. It's because I'm so nervous because I'm making a video. So, mental fog. So my advice when someone is having a meltdown is give them space, number one. This is, for me, again, some people like to be with people when they're having a meltdown. I think, I'm not too sure. I think I just made that up. I don't. The noise and the light and everything, any more stimuli coming towards us is too much. Another thing you can do is when they begin to come out of the meltdown, they calm down, they're going to be tender for a little bit of a while, because having a meltdown is a very complex and difficult sensory experience for me. And for children as well, I think it's even more intense sometimes. So giving them some space and some time to come back to the world around them after the meltdown is very helpful. And when they do come back, and when they do see you, and you're there with a smile, it may help address some of the feelings of guilt and remorse. Just keep your words to a minimum. If the person is sensitive to auditory processing, I will ask people to like, stop talking, don't talk. So if the person is sensitive, I would literally use 1 to 2 words. So, do. You okay? Happy? You sad? Don't. Oh my God, darling, are you okay? What happened? Tell me what happened, darling. Oh, it's awful, isn't it? I literally caught 1 word of that because I've just come out of the meltdown, so. What? Just sit next to them. You don't have to say anything. You can just sit a few meters away and just make sure they're safe. Just watch them. And the child or the person having the meltdown is aware that you're there, but as long as you're not saying, are you okay? You're not creating any more auditory demands. They just know you're there. It makes them feel a little bit more safer. If you want to talk about your child or your person's behaviour, do it maybe an hour or two later or even the next day. Give them some time first and then talk about the behaviour. So that's the parents' carers out of the way. You can still watch though, that's fine. Now I want to talk to the autistic crew / people. That's really not cool, I'm so sorry. What we don't want you guys to do is to end up hitting yourself, and we're going to talk about displacing some of that energy now. So, here are some of the things you can do. Get a pillow. Punch the pillow. Scream into the pillow.
Very good.
If you're feeling like you want to punch the wall or punch yourself, stop. Get a ball. Get an emergency ball. You need an emergency ball. And go outside and throw it as hard as you can. I need paper for this part. I do need paper. Instead of hurting yourself or turning that anger inwards by doing maladaptive behaviours, which means negative or behaviours which can hurt yourself, such as self-harming, get some paper, scrunch it up, or rip it up, get rid of it, and you need much more than this. You're going to need like a whole pack of paper, but you destroy it, get it all out.
Don't make too much mess.
What you don't want to do is inflict yourself, because this is permanent, guys. This is your body, and at the time it's difficult to remember that, but I just hope me talking about some of those techniques might help you. I'm not too sure if they will, but I hope they will. I don't know. So now I want to invite the parents and carers to listen up again. Now that I've described about a little bit of what a meltdown feels like, I have put on a bit of a persona today to kind of act out scenarios, because I'm not really having a meltdown, guys. I'm reenacting some of my behaviour for you, and not very well. But now I hope that you can see as parents that when a person is in a state of fight and flight meltdown, how a touch or a kiss, no matter how beautiful and how heartfelt it is from you, it won't necessarily help a person who is very sensory processing sensitive. But everybody is different. If your child is verbal and would like to speak about it, then maybe you can tell your parents or your carers today, this helps me and this doesn't. And that's a really good way to start. You can say one thing that helps you during your meltdown, and you can tell them one thing that doesn't help. And then if you want to tell them more another day, you can. But take it small and see if you want to. It's not easy telling people how you feel. Some of you shared really beautiful stories about like how some of your kids or people that you know, or you yourselves, have watched this video and you've looked at it and you've gone, oh, I do that. Oh my God, I do that. Oh my God, that's me. I do that as well. So that's really cool, because I often feel like I'm completely on my own, and, you know, it's difficult to remember that there's other people who do. I spoke very fast. It's difficult to remember that there's other people who have the same coping mechanisms as you do. Maybe they hide it better.
What are you doing?
I'm multitasking, I always get distracted. And one more thing, dead quick before I go, I bought this Snuggle bottle today. I just thought I'd explain what is going on in the photo, because I know some people are like, why has she got this? I've got a condition called joint hypermobility syndrome, and this Snuggle beanie just basically gives me some comfort, and it helps with the pain, and because I'm really nervous as well about talking to you, it's kind of a bit like a comforter. But it's also great because Frank loves it. Frank's my son, he's severely autistic, and I burped, sorry. Pardon me, I guess. He loves it. We call it his beanie bag. And you put it in the microwave and it warms up, and it smells as well. It smells lovely. So our son really likes it. Just bear in mind though that not all children like smells, herbal smells, so even though they may like the warmth, you may want to get an unscented one. And look, they're coming all different. These are Christmas presents. Oh, damn it. Mum, Dad, if you're watching this, turn off. I was supposed to say it beforehand. No! Turn off! Bye! Oh, no. That's going to have to be how it ends. I can't do it again. I'm done.